What up, YouTube world? Your boy Halucha Lucha, aka Matthew J. Brownlee, and I'm back with another Raw Talk on the Raw SmackDown grind, baby. I'm on it. I don't know what's going on with my camera at first. I had to restart my computer. Uh, One day I'll have money to get a nice computer that I can do it on my desktop and stuff. One day, but until that day, we're gonna have to work on a laptop and do what it do. So today, right now, we're talking about Raw. Yesterday, we talked about SmackDown, and we talked about Raw a little bit. And this Saturday and or Sunday, I don't know which one, is uh, Saturday night main event. Oh, it's probably Saturday because it's called Saturday Night Main Event. So it's probably on Saturday. And there's 5 matches to the card. There's 2 on SmackDown and 3 on Raw. So we're gonna kind of go through the Raw side of things, and we're gonna see what's going on with how the matches are gonna be. My predictions on Saturday Night Main Event. Overall, Raw was pretty decent. It was solid. It was alright. It wasn't nothing to go crazy about. But the segments is what was the stuff that was going on between Seth, Sami, and then Drew McIntyre, the New Day stuff. Uh, 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 there was another one that was good. So we're just gonna go through the show, and we're gonna talk about the card and stuff like that. So first up, Gunther comes, of course, the Ring General comes, and he doesn't really get to talk a lot because Judgment Day come out. Finn Balor, he gets on the mic. He says, "When you listen to Finn, we win." Pretty much like that. He was saying that he was ducking and dodging him. Gunther was kind of like a baby face in this whole thing. Uh, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Gunther's going to be a baby face, but they had him in baby face. Like he was talking like a baby face. Uh, he was saying that 10 years ago or 11 years, however long ago, 8 years ago, maybe it was, when Finn Balor, he was the greatest. He was the best in the world. He said he looked up to him. He said he always wanted to fight him. He said 8 years ago, when he was the first ever Universal Champion, he wasn't the best in the world for that one day. For one day, he was the best in the world. But I am the best in the world then, now, and forever. It's like there's nothing you're gonna do to get me to lose this chip. Uh, and then Finn said, "Oh, you don't think I could do it? I'm going to do it. I got you." So of course Finn says, "Yeah, you see what happens. You face people who's lower than me." He's talking about Dom saying you face people who's lower than me, which was uh, tough. So they go surround him, and then Damian Priest comes out. His music hits, Big Pop. Then he takes out people. He takes out the Judgment Day, and then he turns around. Boom, Gunther takes out Priest, and then Judgment Day takes out both of them. They take them out. Coup de grace, like 3, 4 coup de grace on Damian Priest. He holds both titles. He said, "This is gonna be me. I'm gonna be the GOAT." Woo! 2-time Finn. So then Adam Pearce, when they go backstage, Adam Pearce told the Judgment Day that the match at Survivor Series now is Finn Balor versus Gunther versus Damian Priest in a triple threat match, which I think was probably the best idea because everybody was saying as soon as this match was going to happen, they were like, "Oh, we think that the same thing's going to happen." Balor cost Priest, so Priest cost Balor. So now this way is triple threat match. Technically, no disqualifications or anything. Anything probably pretty much goes. So there'll be no excuse when Gunther retains the title against whoever, and then they'll probably go back to Priest and Finn again. While they'll do that, they'll probably have CM Punk beat Gunther for the world title. Anyways, so that's happening at Saturday Night Main Event. So it's going to be Gunther versus Damian Priest versus Finn Balor. I still got Gunther because, and he's still because he's gonna lose to CM Punk. That's why I still got Gunther. So, and a little shocking little bit of news. The Wyatt Six, they take on Final Testament. I assumed they were gonna win, but I didn't want to believe it until I saw it. Uh, Karrion Kross gets the win on Bo Dallas, Uncle Dallas Howdy, Bo Howdy Dallas. I don't know. But yeah, it was an 8-man tag. It was going crazy a little bit. Josh Gacy was flying all over the place. He was doing a springboard. He had like a springboard double clothesline. That was pretty cool. Uh, yeah, this was fine. It was good stuff. It's good that the Y6 is still getting big pops. My girl Scarlett was trying to distract Uncle Howdy, and then Nikki Cross was right there in the little scary mask, and she goes, "Ah!" Gets attacked. It was great. Um, but Paul Ellering comes back, boom, put white whatever's in Bo's face, and then that gets him the last chapter, the final chapter, whatever Karrion Kross's finisher is on Bo, and gets the win. Let's go. That's good stuff. We like those. Uh, Next up, CM Punk did a sit down interview talking about how much he doesn't care about Seth Rollins. That was pretty it. That was pretty much it. He said, this is what he said. He said when when he was gone, Seth Rollins, he was great. He was fantastic. He's a phenomenal wrestler. He was like, but nobody. He said everybody always forgets the fact that he was going to get fired 10 years ago, and I shielded him. Was saying that he's the one that got the Shield together and helped him not be fired. That's what he said. I'm just saying what he said. And he said, "Hey, he's great." He said back then he had something I wanted. He was world champion. He had it. I wanted it. He ain't got it no more. So I'm past him. He's like, now that I'm back, now that the number one string is back, he can go back on the sidelines, do what he does, because I'm here now. Which is hilarious. That's crazy. That was tough. So yeah, that's tough. He said to start it back. So next up, I guess I'm gonna talk about that last. I'm gonna skip over that last. So we're gonna skip what I was gonna say, and then we'll go to Drew McIntyre. He did a promo, pretty much saying that um, he was saying that he had this kind of obsession thing going on. He had a obsession with Roman, maybe he had a deception with CM Punk, and you know he was sitting at home, and he was like, when he lost that match to Punk, and he was thinking, he was like, you know what, maybe I'm wrong, maybe it was me, maybe maybe I over exaggerated a little bit on these people, maybe I was a little too harsh on these people. And then he said he saw Survivor Series, and he was like, nah. Then he said he saw Punk, not Punk, Sami, Jay, and Jimmy all back with Roman, like everything was peachy. He said at least, hey, Punk, at least, it was something in for him. He wanted, he bribed his way into it because he wasn't just teaming with Roman. He didn't give a fuck about Roman. He did it for Paul Heyman. And he said, hey, I'll do it. Paul Heyman, you owe me a favor when I do this for you. So when I call for you, this is my favor that I want from you. He said, at least that was that. He's like, damn, the other two, oh, they just did it willy-nilly. There was a whole, I'm back with Roman, even though that's technically, Drew, he'd be making good points, but he kind of like bends the truth a little bit. He kind of bends it a little bit. Technically, the only person that's really, really, really behind Roman, I guess technically besides Paul Heyman, is Jimmy Uso. Because Jay said, hey, I'm only doing it because of my brother, because I'm my brother's keeper and I got my brother's back. The same said, I'm only doing it because of Jay. As soon as you disrespect Jay, I'm out. And in Jay's same way. Really, you not need to treat me like an equal. This ain't the Roman Reigns show. This is Team Us show. But Drew didn't see it that way. Drew said, nah, he's coming back, and now he's unleashing hell. Specifically those three. It's not really Punk anymore, because Punk was like, hey, okay, you didn't do it because you liked Roman. You're doing it because you're gonna get something out of it in the end. So okay, Punk, you cool. Everybody else, you not cool. But then after that, Seth Rollins comes out and he pretty much gives his real reason why he doesn't like CM Punk, and his reasons is because uh, he hurt CM Punk hurt his feelings. That's pretty much what it is. CM Punk was out here. I guess something happened between Vince and Punk. Maybe there was some type of lawsuit or whatever it was. And for Seth, Seth said he looked up to Seth. He idolized Seth. Everything that Punk said about him was true. You know, he shielded him, all that other good stuff. He said the problem was when he left. You know, a lot of guys like me, like Kofi, like Drew, like a whole bunch of people tried to, tried to hit him up, tried to call him, and he was like, and he ghosted all of us. He did us all dirty. He was like, you know what? That's cool. If he does that, doesn't hurt my feelings. But he said what really did it was not only were you doing that, you were disrespecting the company. You were bad mouthing the company every single chance you got. You were ripping the company, everything that we built, everything that we did to make it number one. You was just bashing it down, which I guess also for good reason. Also for good reason for Punk, they was treating my boy like cheeks. So, and then he said there was another thing. Um, Oh, and he said the final thing. So even with that, he was like, you know what, whatever. He badmouths the company. It is what it is. He has his own opinion. I guess um, this is the problem he had with him. He said the problem he did all of that, and then he came back. He felt that everything he did outside. I guess he's talking about AEW and probably the UFC, and then he just comes back because the money was right. That's why he's really mad at Punk. So Sami Zayn comes out, and as soon as he did, he was like, "Hey, if you're coming out to defend Sami Zayn, defend CM Punk, we're fighting again." And then Sami was like, "Bro, nah, bro, I don't care about Punk. Um, like I said before, we wanted you, you didn't do it. Uh, the only thing that I'm apologizing for was because I straight accused you for attacking Jay when I knew it wasn't you. Uh, we known each other for years, so I'm going to stay out your business with Punk because that's how you really strongly feel. It's like I'm going to stay out your business. You're going to handle the Punk business the way you should." And then Seth was like, "Finally, that's all I wanted. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I need." He was like, "Can you forgive me for that?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're cool. I forgive you." And then hey, Seth said, "And you have your own problems with Drew. You got to handle that. I won't be in your business." And then Sammy was like, "Yeah, you know what? You're right. I do have some unfinished business with Drew. You want to attack me? You want to attack Jay? You know what? I ain't got nothing to do on Saturday. You ain't got nothing to do on Saturday." I talked to Adam Pierce. My man said, "Me and you 1-on-1 on Saturday." That match is going to be, whoa, that match is going to be good, baby. Whoa, that match is going to be good. Drew's going to win. But that match is going to be, only way Drew loses is if Jay Uso comes back and costs Drew his match and then Sammy wins. That's the only way Drew loses, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think Drew's going to win to continue it, and then maybe he beats him up so bad, maybe that will get Jay to come out and attack him and stuff like that, and then they go against him. But it is interesting. Oh, so Sami Zayn leaves, and then out of nowhere, boom, Drew McIntyre attacks him. They attack each other. They try to pull him back, and then Sammy goes after Drew, so they brawl a little bit, and they pull each other apart. They're screaming at each other. He's leaving. Adam Pearce was like, "Bro, really? You just got back. Why are you doing this?" He was like, "You're gonna face him 1-on-1 uh, at Saturday Night Main." It was kind of funny. He was like, "Bro, you just got back. You already fighting people." Um, so a lot of people are saying I'm close to my ears in the streets right now, and a lot of people are saying, "Oh my God." Um, uh, he's trying. I think he's trying to say like Seth and Drew are in cahoots with each other because last week, uh, even though he said that he wasn't the one that attacked Jay, he left, and then Drew McIntyre attacked Sami from behind. Where was Seth Rollins? And then again this week, he leaves after the whole thing. And when Sami leaves, boom, Drew McIntyre's right there, attacks him. Where Seth Rollins? Hey, you can have a good point, but they said to each other. Sami said, "Seth, what's going on with you and CM Punk's not my business. I'm gonna leave you to it. I'm not gonna get involved." And then Seth said, "Hey, same thing with you and Drew. You got business with Drew. I'm not getting involved." So guess what? Drew tagged Sami. I'm not getting involved. That's not my business. I'm just That's not my business, which I respect. So you can't get mad at me. It's not my business. Next up, solid match, triple threat match for the inaugural Intercontinental Women's Champion is Lyra Valkyria, is Zelina Vega, and is Ivy Nile. This was a lot of fun. This wasn't the problem with this match. It wasn't long enough. We needed more of that because it was great. It was good stuff. Um, yeah, they were fun. This was just a showing of proving that we're like a lot of people are complaining, but like, oh, why is there uh two separate women's ones? Why do they have one in both brands? This is them showing, nah, man, the mid card division and the top division is gonna be all right. We don't need two separate brands. We're good. And plus, what's going on in NXT when you're about to have Roxanne Perez on one of those two brands after um probably after the Rumble or after definitely after like New Year's Evil when she dropped the belt to Julia. She'll either drop it to Julia or she'll drop it to Stephanie Vacour. I thought they were gonna do like a triple threat match, and then they would do like Stephanie match. I don't know what they're gonna do, but by February 1st, she will be at the Royal Rumble. She'll be either at Stand and Deliver or she'll be at WrestleMania, but she'll be in that mid card stuff. So you'll have her. You'll probably have Cora Jade. Although it might be a tag team first. You might have them as a tag team first, so they both go up together. Because that tag team division will probably need some love. So they'll probably have them as a tag team. Uh, Maybe Jordan Grace. They might have Jordan Grace. Uh, I don't know if they'll have her in NXT. Only because you probably wouldn't need her. That division will be crazy, but you'll still have Julia, you'll still have Stephanie, you'll have Zarya, you'll have Sol Ruka, maybe Jada Parker. Like you'll have people, so you wouldn't really need Jordan Grace in NXT. But if you put Jordan Grace in NXT, we ain't gonna say no to that because Jordan Grace and Zarya still got some things to go over. But anyways, triple threat match was good. It was just a showcase. The mid card division on Raw is gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. We got Ivy now. We got Zelina Vega. We got my girl Lyra Valkyrie. He's probably gonna win the whole thing. Uh, we got Dakota Kai. You got no, because Dakota Kai. It depends. If Oscar comes back by next year, uh, they might. Cause they'll probably have Kyrie and Oscar teaming together again. So they'll probably have them there. So they'll probably have Dakota Kai in the mid card. Uh, they want to put Jada Parker on the main roster, really, and put her in that mid card too. They ain't gonna be mad about that. Ain't nobody gonna say no to that. Uh, So yeah, there's some good stuff. They'll probably also put Raquel and Liv in the tag team division too. After she drops the title to Rhea, so everything will be that mid card division is good stuff, man. We like all of those. Um, so in the end, Lyra Valkyria did pick up the win on Ivy Nile. So that's good stuff. But uh we might get Zelina Vega as a champion someday because I don't know if she's gonna get that top title, but she could be that mid card champ that we like. We like those. Ah, my favorite part, the New Day segment. They come out, they get booed. They say Big E. They say New Day sucks. Oh my God, is it 2014 again? Got New Day sucks. They got booed. They got Big E chants. Like they like where's Big E chants? Oh my God. Oh, just listen to the boos. Just listen to the boos. That's the New Day getting booed. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that heat. Boo, as soon as they started talking, boo. Look, Sophie Kingston trying to talk. Come on now. That's crazy. That was them trying to talk with the crowd booing them to crazy. They didn't let them talk. They all they did was boo them. We want Big E, New Day sucks chance. That's all that happened. And then they said, you know what? Forget it. Kofi Kingston was so flustered that he dropped his mic. The crowd cheered when they left. When they left the ring, when Woods dropped his mic, Kofi fumbled his hand, dropped the mic, and they leave. The crowd cheered them while they was leaving. That's how much heat this was. Oh my God, this was so good. I wanted to cry a little bit though because it's like I'm booing Kofi Kingston, man. I'm out here booing Kofi Kingston in the streets, bro. I don't want to boo Kofi Kingston. But man, this was good. That was what we call good stuff. We like all of those. Yeah, they were trying to address what happened to Big E. That's not going to happen. It is cool also. So before all that happened, uh, they were trying to. Kathy Kelly was trying to ask them questions about what they did to Big E. And it was like, what kind of question is that? He was like, we're not going to answer you. What we're going to do is going to address the universe. He said, hey, you give me a, so Woods was like, hey, give me a camera. So he took Stu, he was like, I don't care if you're friends with John Cena. So he took Stu's camera 6. He took it. He was following Kofi Kingston through the thing. There's no music hit, so they're probably going to get new music since the music didn't hit. Chorus of boos as soon as they walk out. He puts the camera down. It was like, what do we do? We didn't do nothing. They walk, boo. As soon as they left, yay! Oh, it was so good. We liked them. It was great. Oh, their new theme. I'm waiting for it. Woo! New Day sucks, bro. That's crazy. So, um, and also they were backstage. Of course, again they have this thing going on with the trade thing, and Cody Rhodes was was with Adam Pearce in his office. They all see the New Day. He looks at the New Day. He said, "You should be ashamed of yourselves." And then Woods goes, "Oh, that's rich coming from the guy who's been like he's been nice his whole career in high school when we were younger," which was hilarious. Uh, they were trying to dap up the Alpha Academy. A whole bunch of people backstage. They were not messing with the New Day. Even Natty, who's Natty. Mwah! God is good. Natty was looking good. Hey, Natty was looking good in that red. So nobody was Team New Day today. So that all happened. So now finally the main event stuff the stuff the main thing, the women, the match that I didn't talk about. Was there anything else? They did some backstage stuff. I know they're gonna wait. They can't wait till 3 hours again because they did some backstage stuff with Bailey. Because Bailey was there also for Raw. She was talking about the IC tournament. IC tournament? Yeah, IC tournament. IC titles on. Yeah, talk about IC tournament. R Truth and Pete Dunne was there. Pete Dunne or R Truth was making fun of Pete Dunne calling him Butch, telling him like, "Hey, son of a Butch, all the Butch jokes." Well, all the bitch jokes, but he used Butch instead. And then Pete Dunne said, because of all of you doing that, now it's going to be, I'm going to murder R-Truth now because of all of you guys. So that happened. So the women. First up, it is Dakota Kai. She is facing Liv Morgan. Fun match. Wasn't anything crazy, but it was fun. I think Raquel Raquel got involved, and then Damage Control comes down to get involved, but it was a big distraction. Boom. Dakota Kai gets hit with the finisher that she does. I forgot her name. I already forgot the name of her finisher. Uh, the thing with the ropes and the whatever that finisher is. Uh, oh, I'm lying. I'm lying. It wasn't Raquel and them. It was Pure Fusion Collective. They came out because they were mad because Dakota Kai beat Dakota Kai won the triple threat match. That's what happened. The Pure Fusion Collective came out to watch the match. They was distracting her, and then she tried to Oblivion. She tried to hit Oblivion the first time. Boom, rolled her up. Tried to kick her, and then Liv moved. Some more distractions. Oblivion again, but she hits it this time. Liv Morgan wins, and then Pure Fusion Collective comes in. They beat up Dakota Kai because uh, uh, Sonya Deville, she mad that she didn't get in the, she wasn't in the tournament because Zoe Starks is in and Shayna Baszler is in, but she's not, and she's mad. So they triple team her, and then boom, Damage Control comes out, takes him out. It was the elbow drop thing, take them all out, and then Liv Morgan comes in, boom, Oblivion on Io Sky. She took that Oblivion great on Io Sky, and then I was like, oh snap! Wait, hold up, wait a minute. Let me put some Io in it. She might win the title. She might win the chip. Oh, we like those, but that didn't happen. That's not gonna happen. You know why? The main event, it is Rhea Ripley versus Raquel Rodriguez in a anything goes match. This match was fun. It was good stuff. Of course, Liv Morgan gets involved. Um, Towards the end, Rhea was whooping on Raquel. Raquel did a cool. Um, my brain doesn't want to remember these moves. Back body drop, one of those back body drops on an announce table. Of course, Raquel taking her out a little bit, and then Rhea gets to come back. I think they bring a table in. Liv comes out, tries to distract her. They try to double team her, but then Io comes out. She takes out Liv Morgan, drop kicks her from the top, like springboard drop kicks, and then she does a little flippy thing. And she does it because I'm Io and I'm great type thing, um, which was good stuff. And then she takes out Liv, and then Raquel's trying to go for the Tahana bomb on Raquel, but of course she reverses that. Boom! Hits her with the Riptide. Uno, dos, tres. And Rhea Ripley wins main event. Um, and then when they were done, her and Io both pick up World Women's title like last week with who did it? Um, it was Julia and somebody else. They picked up the titles at the same time last week. Oh, was it her and Roxy? I don't remember. It was somebody who did it last week, and now this week it's Raquel and or not Raquel, um, Rhea and Io who does it. So that means Io's not winning, unfortunately. But I still think they pivoted because they still want Io to be in that main event stuff. Um, I wish, yeah, I wish that they're doing the 3 hours because in 3 hours they would have got a little bit more time because they only got 10 minutes. But it was what it was. So that was the show. That was the show. Um, for my predictions, for the Raw side, I think everybody's retaining. I think I think Gunther's retaining. I don't know who's going to pin, but I think he's retaining. He might pin. He might. I don't know who's going. It's gonna be interesting to see who Finn pin or who uh who who uh who Gunther pins, but he's definitely retaining. Uh, Ra- I almost wanted to say Raquel again. Liv is retaining over Io. There's going to be a whole bunch of shenanigans. Raquel's going to get involved. Uh, What's her face is going to get involved. Uh, uh, Rhea, she's going to get involved, and then Dom is probably going to get involved. That might bring out. So I don't know who's that going to bring out. Probably nobody, but that's going to help them win. So they're going to win. And then I think Drew's also going to win. I don't know. Uh, I don't know if Jay's coming back. There's the only slight possibility Jay comes back and costs Drew. Sami wins, but I don't know. I don't know how the heel face dynamic's going to be. It'll be interesting to see the heel face dynamic of what's going to happen because they also for SmackDown they got Kevin Owens versus Cody Rhodes, which I think Kevin Owens is going to win. I think Kevin might take the title from Cody Rhodes. I think it's going to happen. I think it's going to happen. And then there's another match that they announced, and that's the U.S. title finals. So I guess Friday is going to be two matches. It's going to be uh, Bailey versus Chelsea, and Mia Yim versus Tiffany Stratton. That's who it is. So depending whoever wins, so it's either going to be Bailey and Tiffany in the finals, or it's going to be Chelsea and Mia in the finals. I think either prediction is going to be the baby face. If it's Bailey and Tiffany, I think it's going to be Bailey because Tiffany's already Miss Money in the Bank. She's probably going to be world champion soon, so they're probably just going to do it to put Bailey over as she's going to be number one. Or if they do establish a new one for Mia and Chelsea, I think it's going to be Mia Yim because she also has been working super hard for that title. So I think either one of them is gonna win a title. So there'll be one baby face. Uh, the only other possible baby face might be Sami Zayn, or they could do Cody. Obviously, Cody would probably could most likely probably win. I'm banking on Kevin. I'm putting my money on Kevin Owens. We'll talk about Kevin. We'll talk about those two matches more on Friday. But yeah, I think Liv is going to retain. I think Gunther's going to retain. I think Drew's still going to win no matter what. So that's three heels right there, and then the one baby face. I don't know what's going to happen. Yeah, that was the show. Pretty solid show. I give the show an 8.5 out of 10. The stuff that's going on with Sami, Drew, Punk, Jay, Seth, all that stuff is good stuff. The New Day stuff is good stuff. Women main eventing and being the main focal of Raw, that's good stuff. All good stuff all around. Solid matches. We're going to focus on who's going to be the first IC Women's Champion. We like all of those. What did you guys think? In the comments below, let me know. I'm out.